going to anchor us in our poses. And we use our chair as our anchor in chair yoga, whether we are seated or standing. Today, most of the poses are going to be done in the seat. So get comfortable. No arms on the side of the chair because we're going to be turning in the chair, going from one direction to the other. So a dining room chair is a nice chair to use. If it's too low and you want to get some books or blocks to put them under your feet, by all means you can do that also. But you want to be nice and steady here. Place your hands on your thighs and just become an observer of your breath. Belly in slightly, shoulders down your back. Close your eyes and just come to this moment in your practice where you are fully present and aware of your body. And you want to keep that awareness throughout your practice. So every once in a while, I'll say, check in with your breath. Let's float those eyes open. Inhale the hands up overhead. And then exhale them slowly down, drawing the breath deeper in on the inhale. Here we go. Up the arms go. Now this time as you float the arms down, feel yourself sitting a little taller. Pushing maybe out of the hips, then let that go. We'll get heavy in your hips. And then again, inhale up. Now, feel yourself pushing out of your hips. You're not moving, you're just lengthening through your spine. Give it one more try. And when the arms come down, we let them rest on our thigh. And we're going to tuck our chin and turn to one side. Center, turn to the other side, come back to center. Let's do that again. Keeping it, the chin, even with the floor, parallel. And then we'll tilt the head to one side, bring it back to center, tilt it to the other side, and bring it back to center. And now you're going to turn your head to the one side, drop your chin down and look at your elbow, stretching here, through the back of the neck. One more breath. And then we inhale back up, turn the head back to center. Let's try it on the other side. Turn your head towards the shoulder. Drop your chin, drop your gaze to the elbow. Feel the stretch on the opposite side of your neck. And just breathe. And then we inhale the head back up and turn it back to center. Let's separate our feet a little bit. Come a little bit forward so that you're right on your sit bones. And if you want, you can actually get some of the muscle out of the way so you anchor way down into your chair. Keep your hands on your thighs and you're going to lean a little forward, just a little, over to the right, back, all the way around to the left, and then forward again, as if you're moving the upper body around a big circle here. And then come up tall, and we'll go in the other direction. So we lean forward again. Shoulders are back and down. Hands rest on the thighs for support. Go over to the left and back. Lean back towards your chair and over to the side and forward again. Go at your pace. Feel that delicious rotation around the hip bones. And then come up center, sit tall, and let's bring those feet in. Let's, hands on hips, let's lift one foot and just circle and get those ankles ready. Circle in the other direction. And then place it down and do the other foot. This just brings some circulation into the ankles. It's very good to do. And then place it down. Now we're going to lift that right leg up and lower it down. Lift and lower again. On your next lift, you're going to take it out to the side. So rotate the leg out, take it down, and then lift it and rotate it back and in. Let's do that one more time. Now on this next one, we're going to leave it out to the side. We're going to take our forearm, place it on the thigh. So right away our body starts to tilt to the right. Keep the shoulders back. Take the left hand up to the sky. hold here. The right hand, the palm can be up. Our feet are anchored into the floor. If you want to take it deeper, you just lean towards that right leg. Keep this top arm right alongside your head. Chin is slightly tucked. Take another breath here. And then inhale and come all the way up. Release the top arm and then lift that foot and bring it right back center again. So let's try that on the other side. So we're going to lift and lower a few times forward. That just brings the circulation into the hip. And now we'll step it out. And we'll bring it back. Again. Next time you step it out, let's hold it there. Place the forearm of the left arm there. Right arm to the sky. And you can stay right here and bring the shoulders down your back. Pull the belly in a little bit. And ears over your shoulders. Or you can start to lean towards that leg, deepening the stretch on the right side now. And there's not a lot of weight here. Everything's lifting up, so we're not leaning into the left leg. It's just our anchor here today. And if you want to deepen it, you reach out over your ear, out to the side, and take a few more breaths. So wherever you're stretching, it's all good, right? It's all good. And then we inhale back up, release the right arm down, step that left foot back and in. And just take another breath here. So now my next pose, I'm going to turn sideways in the chair. So I'm going to step to the right with the right leg. And I'm going to position myself so my thigh on the right leg is positioned enough in the chair to give me support. And at the same time, allow me to have the foot on the floor. So every chair is different, so I mention that because we want those two anchors. We want to be anchored into the chair today. And then we want that right ankle right underneath our knee for support. And you'll see why in a moment. And then we're going to take this left leg and we're going to stretch it back as much as we can. If there's a slight bend in the knee, don't worry about it. That's perfectly okay. If this seems to be too much, take it forward and out and place the whole foot on the floor. Wherever it feels best for you, you're going to start to feel a stretch right here in the front of that left thigh. Turn your body to the right. So now you're facing over the left leg. I'm sorry, you're facing over the right leg. Right foot on the floor, right thigh in the chair, left leg back, ball the foot, pressing into the floor. So there's even an anchor behind us and we float the arms up. And once again, once we bring the arms up, we check those shoulders down our back, tuck the chin, and now we're in Warrior One. Nice position, everybody. And this should feel good. You're lifting out of the hips, lifting the ribs up, opening up through the ribs, and breathing that nice, even breath. And then we'll bring the hands down, and I'm going to show you a couple of things before we go to the full extension of the pose. So we want to start out slow. So we want to push ourselves off the chair. All right, we want to float up, but we want to still be anchored with the feet on the floor. So that might mean you bring that back foot in a little bit, a bend in the knee, so that when you push up, you push that leg back and it lifts you off the chair. I'll bring my shirt up a little bit so you can see I'm now floating over the chair. And then I lower by bending that knee and lowering down. There's just as much work going into the front foot as the back foot, but you can see the work when you straighten the left leg. So let's give it a try. Arms are up if you want, or they could be down. Take a nice deep breath. Exhale, push up. Float above your chair, push that left leg back and come into your full extension of our warrior pose. Hold and breathe. And then we're going to lower ourselves down by bending the left knee and letting the chair catch us on that left thigh. How did you do? I'm sure you did great. And it might take a little practice, so don't worry about it. Keep up, come back to this anchor class and practice it again. So now we're going to take the arms out in front of us and we're going to draw back the left hand. Bring the elbow close to the ribs. So mine are actually touching, rubbing into the side body. draw it all the way back. And as it's drawing back, I'm turning towards the back side of my body, getting a nice twist. And then we bring it forward again. Draw back your bow. Turn and look over your shoulder and bring it back. Now the back leg can be bent a little or you can straighten it. Whatever feels most comfortable for you, working both the bottom body and the upper body here. And then release both hands down here and pull this knee in and turn towards the front again. And let's loosen up those hips. Let's get that flesh away from the sit bones, feet a little bit apart. We lean forward to the right and circle back and around. A nice counter movement here to release the tension in the hips. We're going to do all that again on the other side. Let's reverse our circle. And come back to center. Feet in. Let's step the left foot now to the left. Send that right knee down towards the floor or even back a little bit so you get a stretch in the right thigh. I'm going to turn my body towards the left so that I'm facing over the left leg. Left foot anchors into the floor, left thigh anchors into the chair to begin with. And then the back leg, you can have it bent or you can start to straighten it depending on how much work you want to put into that back leg and what that back leg will do for you today. So always listen to your body. Go where your body feels most comfortable, but anchored. Remember, just as much work in the front leg as there is into the back leg. So here we are. We bring the hands forward. Now for the first one, let's keep the hands down by the chair or on the thigh. And let's just see if we can lift ourselves off the chair, even if it's just a little bit. And again, you can see my thigh is a little bit off the chair and then lower down. What helps you with that is to straighten the right leg. Push it back and up and then lower it back down. And let the chair be your anchor. Let it hold you here. And then as you rise up, notice that the anchor is there for you as you lower back down. Let's try it with the arms. Here we go. Arms up. Take a nice deep breath. And then lift out of the chair and hold for 3 or 4 breaths here. Shoulders down, abs in, the body well supported. And anytime you need to, you come down into your chair again. So if you're up, we're going to exhale, bring the hands down as we lower. Let the chair catch you, catching that thigh and supporting you and anchoring you once again. Time to pull back your bow with the right hand. So hands are parallel to the floor. Make a fist with that right hand and brush that elbow right along your ribs. Turn and look over your right shoulder. And then come on back. Let's do that again. And again, the back leg can straighten, pushing into the ball of that foot, or you can keep a little bend to it. You choose where you want to be with that back leg. What works for you today, huh? Yeah? Always thinking about our own bodies. Because we're doing this to make our bodies feel good, healthy. So we want to take good care of them. And then bring both hands down, release that right knee in, and turn once again to the front. And once again, flash away from the cheeks here. Sit tall, lean forward, and then we circle. Maybe 3, 4 times, or more if you need it. Just take good care of those hips and legs here. And then we'll go in the other direction. How's your breath? Are you breathing nice and even here? Not holding, not straining with the breath. And then we come up nice and tall and heel toe the feet in. So now I'm sitting, I got to back up so you can see my feet. Okay, I'm sitting about 3/4 of the way into the chair. So I'm a little forward and I've got both feet on the floor. So we're going to do what's called star pose. But we're not going to do it standing. We're going to anchor into the chair today and do star pose. So we'll start with the right foot. We take the right foot out. I'm landing on the heel, toes are up. And then bring it back in. Let's try that on the left. And bring it back in. Now don't reach out so far that you fall out of your chair. So stay anchored in your chair. Remember, heavy in the hips. chest lifts. Bring the foot in, out. Okay, got the feet? We're going to do the same with the arms. We're going to take the right arm up and out into like an angle, and the left out and up, and then bring one down and the other down. So it's right foot out, left arm out. Let's try that again. Bring them back. Right arm out, left arm out, and bring them back. Let's try it on the left. Left foot out, right arm up, and bring them back to center. Feel that you're coming home to your anchor, and then stretch them out and come back to your anchor. You can connect this with your breath by inhaling here as you open up through the body and exhaling here. Okay, you ready for some fun? Let's see if we can do this together. I'm not sure I can even do it. Right out, left out, right out. And then bring the hands in first, walk the feet in. Let's try it again. Right foot out, left arm out, left leg out, right arm out, arms come in, and then one foot and then the other. Sit tall. Let's see if we can do that again. Here we go. Right foot, left arm, left foot, right arm. Now you're in a big star pose, but you're anchored in your chair. Arms in first, one foot and then the other. Out, out, in, in. Out, out, in, in. One more. You're doing great. Big star here. Drop those shoulders down. Lift the heart. Maybe look up. Hands come in. Feet come in. And we sit back into our chair one more time. Take a nice deep breath. Maybe even sigh it out here. So now we're going to do a little twisting at the end of our class here today. So we bring the arms up and we're going to turn to the right. And as our arms come down, they come into a T, and you want to reach one arm back and one arm forward. And then lift them up and take it to the other side. Reaching now the left arm back and the right arm forward. I'm going to turn a little sideways so you can see what my arms are doing. Inhale them up, and as they come down, reach one arm back and one arm forward. Turn the body to face the side of the chair. Inhale up, exhale right over to the other side. Let's do 4 more, 2 on each side. Exhale, inhale. How's your breath? And then bring the hands right in front of your heart and release them down to your lap. Pause and check in with that breath one more time. And then we'll do a couple cat-cows. So again, you want to come forward about halfway in your chair. Feet are anchored. We round through the back. Drop the shoulders forward. Again, I'll turn a little sideways so you can see what it looks like. Really round. Tuck the chin. Look down between your legs. And then lift up. Push through those legs. Straighten the arms if you can. And push back. Dropping the shoulders down your back, tucking your chin. Back into our cat. Great exercise for the spine here. Anchored into our chair. 2 more. Exhale as you round and come into cat. Inhale as you lift, looking up, maybe to where the ceiling meets the wall. And then come back to neutral and just pause and take a breath. And then once again, close your eyes and observe the body. Breathing into any place that you still feel a little tightness, a little tension. And then bring the hands in front of your heart. Rub the palms and hover it over your eyes. And sense the anchor of the chair supporting you. Sense the energy from your practice today radiating inward and downward into your anchor. And open your eyes and bring your hands to your heart. I hope you enjoyed this anchor practice today. Come on back and do it again. Get stronger each time you practice. Namaste. Have a great day.